Alright guys, so I have been getting a lot of questions regarding this team, Almond, Kumiho, and Gingerbrave, and I want to share this team with you guys today because the arena has reset, right? And we are starting to climb up into the ranks, and I believe that this team will definitely help you guys out if you guys are looking to maybe use a Gingerbrave, Almond, Kumiho One Shot comp. Alright, and that is going to be utilizing both Sea Fairy as well as Frost Queen, and that is probably one of the best combinations that you can work with right now. Of course, if you do want to work without a Frost Queen and you only have a Sea Fairy, you can actually utilize Cotton in place of Sea Fairy or Frost Queen. Personally, I would say Frost Queen is going to be the better replacement. Alright, but right now I'm going to be showcasing this team for you guys right now, and I will show you guys exactly how you guys can utilize this team inside of the arena. Alright, so going over the toppings real quick is going to be Gingerbrave. This is exactly the same as how I shared it yesterday regarding the Beet Vampire Almond comp that I shared yesterday with you guys during a video. And right now currently my Gingerbrave is going to be only having about 30% damage resist. Nothing else really that really matters except for the damage resist, just so that Gingerbrave could survive up in the front and constantly push back the enemies. My Kumiho is going to have a tiny bit of 8.1% of damage resist. Of course, it's not high, and I am working with leftover toppings, so please keep that in mind. The higher the damage resist, the better it's going to be for your Kumiho, because she is going to become the secondary damage dealers if your team is not able to one-shot the enemy. Alright, so you want to have at least 16.7% cooldown in order for Kumiho to have that 3-second start, in order to cause that charm early on in the beginning so that the enemy team does not use their skill. Next one is going to be Sea Fairy. Sea Fairy is going to be using 5 Searing Raspberry for my team right now. Nothing else. I only focus on damage resist as well as cooldown. Cooldown around 7.8 to about 8%, but please keep in mind you want to have the attack speed on Kumiho as well as Frost Queen. Alright, so that's the reason why I have 2.5%. Kumiho does have 2.9%. And if you guys look at Frost Queen right here, Frost Queen is going to have 2 different sets. Alright, one of them is going to be full sweet chocolate, and one of them is going to be full Searing Raspberry. And I am going to have 3.3% attack speed and then 5.6% attack speed right here. And 23.6% damage resist with full Searing Raspberry. I do have better raspberry toppings. And then 17.4% for my swift chocolate. Alright, so and then next one is going to be Almond. Almond is going to be running that 5 solid almond build. Nothing on the cooldown, nothing on the attack speed, just focusing on the damage resist right over here, as well as the crit resist just a little bit is going to help out, allowing my almond cookie to survive in order to deal that damage link. And then the treasures are going to be the Enchanted Robe in order for Kumiho to become the secondary DPS, causing a massive amount of AoE damage after she transforms. And then it's going to be the Lollipop. Lollipop is going to go on either Frost Queen or the Sea Fairy, depending on which toppings you are using. But let's go into the arena and let me showcase exactly how you guys can utilize this team and what team are going to be good for you to use this team against. Alright guys, so we are currently in Master 4 now. I was Diamond 1 yesterday, but I did climb a little bit more, and now I'm currently at Master 4, and I will be versing in Master 3 right over here. And you can see that it is a double tank Sea Fairy, Frost Queen, as well as probably a Cotton over here. So when it comes to the double tank, I am going to be using full Swift Chocolate, and that is going to allow my Frost Queen to actually cause the enemies to freeze a little earlier in order to prevent their skill cooldown from actually ticking away. Alright, so that is the reason why you want to have full Swift Chocolate, and that is going to allow you to survive as well as deal more damage with your Sea Fairy later on. Alright guys, so we are going to be versing you can see right here it's going to be a Cocoa as well as Hollowberry, and boom, as you can see, that is a very clean kill right there. And this team, honestly speaking, it is very strong. It is very strong. It is a little bit weak against the Strawberry Crepe, because if you do remember, I have explained that with a Strawberry Crepe review that I actually also posted yesterday. It's because of the 50% damage resist buff that Strawberry Crepe is able to give to the 2 of the lowest HP cookie, which in majority of the cases is going to be Sea Fairy as well as Frost Queen. For the enemy team, they are going to survive, and they are going to be able to actually clean off our team without any sustain. Alright, so Sea Fairy as well as Frost Queen were able to do a bunch of damage with the damage link, as well as Kumiho doing a good amount of damage right over here, 564,000. Right, and damage received, of course, is going to be tiny for us because we did not receive any damage from majority of these main damage dealers right here on the enemy team. And yeah, 0 healing received. Of course, we don't have any healers. But anyways, guys, let's go into another battle and see how well we are able to do against different teams. Alright, guys, so here we go. This is going to be a single tank that we are going to be versing, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Parfait or Cotton in the back, but we are versing a single tank, and that's the reason why I'm just going to switch my topping for my Frost Queen back into the full Syrian Raspberry. Alright, so let's go into the battle and see how well we do against a single tank. And as you can see, it is a Parfait as well as a Cotton, but we should be able to cleanly, yep, there you go. Easy, we were able to kill off the Parfait as well as Cotton before they were able to use their skill. Because of the Kumiho charm, they were just standing there without using their skill, allowing my Sea Fairy as well as Frost Queen to actually follow up right after with their skill. Alright, so as you can see, we are doing a ton more damage. Frost Queen, honestly speaking, will do a lot of damage later on, but for this build, majority of the damage is going to go into Sea Fairy with the actual almond damage link, and then later on Kumiho is going to take advantage of her transformation and the AoE damage with the enchanted robe, dealing a ton more damage than Frost Queen. Frost Queen honestly is just there to kind of freeze the enemy and deal extra damage with the full Syrian Raspberry build or a full Swift Chocolate build. She is just there to kind of freeze them and just allow you to one-shot the enemies without dying. Alright, but here you go, guys. I'm actually going to be switching out Frost Queen right over here for Cotton. For those who wants to try and use Cotton, I am actually going to be using the Cotton build that I am currently using for my Summoner comp. Of course, you can have a better cooldown or better Syrian Raspberry, like a full Syrian Raspberry or like a 3 Syrian Raspberry, 2 Swift Chocolate, but right now I don't have the toppings, so I'm just going to be using this build right here. Of course, you do want to have a bit of extra damage because the point of this team, of course, is going to be one-shotting the enemies, but having Cotton is going to allow you to at least have a little bit of sustain in the late game if you are not able to one-shot the enemies. But here we go, guys. This is going to be the team that we are going to be versing, but of course their treasures are going to be a little bit lower. I am still currently in Master 4, so some of the teams that we are going to be versing are going to be a little bit lower spec than we are because of the fact that I'm still climbing. I'm climbing a little later than I used to, so that's the reason why the enemies are a little bit weaker. But here we go, guys. I just wanted to showcase this team for you guys so that anybody who don't have Frost Queen yet is able to utilize Cotton for their actual build. Alright, so as you can see, it is a easy victory. Of course, the treasure spec as well as having a fully maxed out team is going to make a huge difference. But you can see that with Cotton, you're able to actually sustain a lot of the extra damage that comes your way, even if you're not able to one-shot the enemy. And as you can see right here, Sea Fairy is going to be doing the majority of the damage, and then it's going to be Kumiho, and then Cotton is going to be doing a little bit of extra damage on the side and causing a bunch of heal as well. 816,000 healing for your team, which is pretty good, right? So that is an extra team that you can use if you do not have Frost Queen, in order to have a little bit of sustain as well as extra damage. But also the 1 second stun that the sheep are able to actually cause to the enemies when they do bump into them is a really good little supporting stun that you can have. So I do recommend, if you do not have Frost Queen, don't be sad and just use Cotton for your team as well. But here we go, guys. This is going to be one more battle that we have right here. Of course, once again, it's going to be a double tank. And let's see, I am again using full Swift Chocolate, allowing my Frost Queen to actually use her skill before the enemy, right? And allowing me to actually follow it up right away with the Sea Fairy and then the Almond, alright? So easy victory right there. And of course, the damage is going to go towards my Sea Fairy. And also, Frost Queen is able to do a lot of damage too because the freeze actually went off before the enemies died. So there's the extra damage right there. And Kumiho doing a ton of damage here, 631,000 as well. Alright, but there you go, guys. That's going to be the Kumiho Gingerbrave Almond comp, utilizing both Sea Fairy as well as Frost Queen. It is going to be a little bit harder team for you guys to build, especially if you do not have either Sea Fairy or Frost Queen. But if in case you don't have Frost Queen, then you can utilize Cotton instead, and maybe you can actually put this kind of build right here, the full searing raspberry with a good enough damage resist, and just put it on Cotton, and Cotton will be doing a ton of extra damage as well because she is a crazy support that also heals and does damage. Alright, so that is gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you guys did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Quick Hero Kingdom videos as well as live streams that I do on YouTube. Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys all next time.